Switchback. Good morning, Saskatchewan, and welcome to Switchback, the fastest 88 minutes and 50 seconds of television in the universe. Quick reminder, this is show number 95, and this guy and I have been here for all 95 shows. Also a quick reminder, only 25 more sleeps until Christmas. Something I could do a little more of these days is sleep, I think, before Christmas. And we're going to have some information on some Christmas gifts that you may want or that you may want to give a little bit later on in the program. Now, we have special guests in our crowd this morning. These are the number 84 Beavers from Norman View West in Regina. Let's hear it. Ah, yes, you can tell the number 84 Beavers, they have little blue hats on with stickers and funny things. And then there are some grown-up people with these napkins around their throats. They're all strange. Don't worry about that stuff. A very exciting show this morning, including 3 videos. And we're going to take a quick peek at those 3 videos right now. Yeah, let's do that. We'll start things off with Level 42 and Something About You. The San Fernando Valley Band, Toto, is next with the rooftop tune, I'll Be Over You. We'll close it off with their biggest blast from their self-titled album, What About Love? And this morning's Get Smart is called Dear Diary. It's an interesting episode this week. Max uses an accelerator pill and invisible dust to hunt down the bad guys at Chaos. Yes, indeedy, it is Grey Cup Sunday. At any point in time, a giant orange sponge football could come hurtling towards me or my guests, at which point in time I will blow the whistle, and we would ask you then to make a football prediction and tell the person sitting beside you that the Edmonton Eskimos are going to kill the Hamilton Tiger Cats by like 50 points, because it is Grey Cup Sunday. Now, I have 2 special guests who are network television stars. First off is Bob Schneider. In town here, did some concerts yesterday, and he's here to talk about his upcoming show. Actually, we've seen it this summer. It's back again in the spring, called Vid Kids, seen here on CBC television. You'll have a chance to talk to Bob a little bit later on. Also, Howard Green, who is the co-host of the show What's New, is in our province shooting some segments. You'll have a chance to talk to Howard as well a little bit later on the program. Page 2. Let's see here. Oh, yes, Christmas gift suggestions, give you an idea of what's hot and also what's not. Also, some people in town for the Arena Cross, which is motocross inside of an arena. Victor Stewart, who's only 12 years old, is going to be one of the competitors, along with Victor Jans, who's, well, older than 12. And he's another one of the competitors. We're going to give you some information on our air bands. We had the auditions yesterday. We were swamped. We had 46 bands to go through, and we've picked our 6 finalists who will be on our program next week. You'll have a chance, of course, to see them live next Sunday, and you can vote for the top air band in round 4, I guess, our 4th air band show on Switchback. We're also going to call the crew of the Starship Enterprise today, Captain Kirk and Spock and Bowens and all those people, as they're preparing to launch into Star Trek 4. Actually, the movie started on Wednesday night. I haven't seen it yet, but we're going to talk to the captain this morning and see what he has to say. And you can call Switchback, of course, and Switchback will also be calling you people later on in the morning, so be prepared for a couple of phone calls. Now, I want to very quickly go through some of the letters we get. We get all kinds of letters, and I just want to respond quickly to some of you folks. Melissa Schreiner, you wrote in, and you wanted to see the video, I'm So Excited, by the Pointer Sisters. Too bad. Actually, Melissa, we've already shown that video, and as is sort of tradition on Switchback, we only show videos one time. So, unfortunately, we won't be showing that one today because we've already seen it. We got a letter here from Scott McCormick up in Saskatoon who'd like to see the video Dreamtime by Daryl Hall. Sorry, we've already shown that one. We have a letter here from Craig Stelzer in Humboldt who has requested the video Walk Like an Egyptian. Good video. We also have Walk Like an Egyptian requested from George Kouros in Humboldt. How about that? Both guys in Humboldt. Evidently, a lot of walking like Egyptians in Humboldt. Well, for both of you guys, good news. Here it is. We just got this video, Walk Like an Egyptian by the Bangles. So take a real good look at it. It's a dandy. Actually, we'll be showing this one on an upcoming episode of Switchback. George also wanted to know if Leslie is a part of the show, and I should put that to rest right now. On last week's program, the kids in Foam Lake gave me a live chicken by the name of Leslie, and unfortunately, we had to send Leslie home. First of all, they wouldn't let me keep it here in the building, and secondly, the star of the show was extremely jealous, so I'm sorry Leslie is not going to be a part of the show, but I do have visiting rights, and we'll probably talk to Leslie at Christmas time. One more letter to go through here from Sean Fant in Abernathy, who says to call him Buddy. Hi, Buddy. He wants me to say hi to Sharon, Garth, Sam, and Nick in Abernathy, and Charlene in Regina. So I've done that. And last, and certainly not least, Michelle Owens in Dalmany wanted to know when we will be in Saskatoon. We'll be doing our show in Saskatoon sometime in the spring. We're not sure yet, but we'll certainly let you know as soon as we know some more. Time now to get to our first video of the morning. It's by Level 42, and it's called Something About You.
How can it be that a love carved out of caring, fashioned by fate, would suffer so hard from the games played once too often, but making mistakes is a part of life's imperfection. Born after years, is it so wrong to be human after all? Tender together, not so in love, it's not so wrong, we're only human after all.
Company is most upset about this commercial, as am I, saying that more people than ever are enjoying the taste of Diet Pepsi. True, but it's a blatant attempt to get Diet Coke drinkers to try Diet Pepsi. Why? Then they'll say even more people are trying Diet Pepsi. Then more people try it. Soon everyone might be trying Diet Pepsi. It's a vicious circle, and I intend to put a stop to it. You see, it's happening all...
From the Great Western Garment Company, Canada's original blue jean maker, the magnificently crafted jean. 1911s from GWG. History in the making.
It's coming, Regina. The inaugural Budweiser Challenge Arena Cross inside the Agrodome. The top Canadian and American motocross stars, headed up by Canada's #1 rider, Ross Rollerball Peterson, against 1986 American East Coast Supercross champion Keith Turpin, plus all the rest. Battling on a man-made dirt battleground of high-speed straightaways and frame-breaking whoop-de-doos and humongous jumps, flying 60 feet off the player's Widowmaker. Plus the Z99 Radical Jump Contest. Tickets now for the Budweiser Challenge Arena Cross at the Agrodome box office and at the door. 8 p.m. Saturday night, December 6th, one night only. Exclusively from Z99, the heart of rock and roll.
ID, module, belt, phaser, and helmet.
Introducing the ultimate laser game on planet Earth, Photon. The laser battle is on. Finally, you'll know if he's hit electronically. The one, the only Photon. Disrupted. Battle set shown here, and Warrior set each sold separately. Batteries not included. Photon. It's a grand toy.
Good morning and welcome again, Saskatchewan. I have a wishbone here, and I wish I could remember everyone's name that I met last night at the Cupar Diamond Night, but I did promise I'd say hi to the hundreds of people out there in Cupar. And yes, I am here and I am awake, and they're probably all sleeping. That's what bothers me. Time for our contest draw. Now, last week we asked a trick question. That was to name at least one famous professional athlete from Foam Lake, Saskatchewan. Now, quite a few of you people thought it was Roger Aldag, and you were wrong. Roger Aldag is from Gull Lake, Saskatchewan. The actual winner was one of two people. Bernie Federko was the most popular answer that we got. Currently playing with the St. Louis Blues. That's a hockey card there, and if we turn it around, it even says he's from Foam Lake. So thanks to Russell Herman in Regina for sending me this hockey card. I appreciate it. The other answer we will accept was Dennis Polonich, who used to play for the Detroit Red Wings, both from Foam Lake. So we're going to draw 5 winners. Ooh, a colorful one here. Bernie Federko, St. Louis Blues. He's from Foam Lake. Curtis Balan, I believe it is, in Cupar. It's a small world, isn't it? You go to Cupar one night, and the next night, they're winning prizes. Winner number 2, Colin Kerklowicz, also said Bernie Federko. All of these people win a giant-sized poster. Here's Dennis Polonich from Tracy Lugood in Regina. You're doing very well, Romy, this morning. Good clappage. Yeah, Bernie Federko, that's right. From Bladworth, we have a winner, Christopher Pripich, I believe it is. You're our 4th winner. Ooh, and in the bottom of the barrel, we have Tiffany Trevendel, who says Bernie Federko is the winner. She lives in Windthorst. All 5 of you people will win this autographed poster. It is a poster featuring the chairman of Drug Awareness Week, who is Roger Aldag, but who is not from Foam Lake. He's from Gull Lake. Roger's autographed them, so congratulations to all of you people. Time now for the chicken and I thought I'd lost my buddy. To introduce Get Smart for the morning. This week it's called Dear Diary. It features an accelerator pill, invisible dust, and secret spies and espionage. Very exciting. So sit back and watch the first half of Get Smart.
The Coca-Cola Company is most upset about this commercial, as am I. Now, at first, I didn't think you should be allowed to sit. But if Diet Pepsi wants to show drummers on water and men in boats and Diet Coke drinkers trying Diet Pepsi, well, jolly well let them. After all, it's not the advertising that matters, it's the taste.
We're still on.
You know, there was a time when parents had to make a special trip to have their kids skate sharpened. Now, there's the Universal Skate Sharpener. Universal can be operated by most anyone and gives you a fabulous, consistent grind, good enough for the pros and great for the beginner. What I like the most about Universal is you never have to wait. Well, at least you don't have to wait long. The Universal Skate Sharpener is available at your local arena and sporting goods stores across Canada. I've even heard there's one in the Oilers' dressing room.
The midnight cough. It can rob you of sleep, disturb your family, and hurt your throat. But there is relief with Benylin DM. It's specially formulated to effectively relieve coughs due to colds for up to 8 hours by soothing the throat and gently calming the cough control center. Benylin DM, specially formulated to relieve coughing. It helps quiet the midnight cough.
Orville Redenbacher.
Yep.
Here's another microwave popcorn trying to be like yours.
Well, let's just see what my testing department says. Ladies?
Compared to any other microwave brand, Orville's Pop's lighter and fluffier.
So you get more popcorn.
Theirs just doesn't measure up to yours.
And now for the ultimate test, ladies.
Orville Redenbacher, the first and last name in popcorn.
Number 84 Beavers from Normandy West. Oh, there. Okay, enough. Thank you very much. Your check is in the mail. Time now for me to phone you, or potentially phone you. I'm going to make a call here. A long-distance call. Of course, if this is your phone ringing, pick it up and say, make it quick, I'm watching Switchback. And you have a chance to win this album. It is the soundtrack from the movie Soul Man. If you listen very closely, you can hear Soul Man playing in the background, as performed by Sam Moore and Lou Reed. We have a winner. Hi, Tammy. How are you doing? Sorry, you'll have to speak up. I can hardly hear you.
Good.
Good. You're doing very good. Thank you very much for the wonderful envelope. There's Tammy's envelope here. She's already sent in her Christmas envelope. And just for you, we're going to send you that Soul Man album. Thank you for answering correctly, and keep on writing. I really enjoy your letters. In fact, you asked me a question in one letter there. Who's that guy on the video at the start of Switchback? His name is David Hansen, but he's married. and now I know you're embarrassed. See, I knew you were. Thanks, Tammy.
Thanks.
Have a good morning. We'll send you that in the mail. Allows 6 to 8 weeks for delivery.
Okay.
Bye now.
Bye.
All right, we're 1 for 1. Now we're going to phone someone else. If this is your phone ringing, pick it up and say, make it quick. Excuse me. We'll try again. If this is your phone ringing, please say, make it quick. I'm watching Switchback, and you can win this album, the Pretty in Pink soundtrack album. You are listening to the title track, or I guess the most famous song on the tune, If You Leave Me, by Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark, or as their friends call them, OMD. This is a long-distance call. Sounds like a party line. I heard a couple of rings there. Hello?
Yeah.
Is Tamara there, please?
She's sleeping.
She's sleeping?
Yeah.
Well, perhaps you better tell her that Bill Wright from Switchback called, and if she had answered her phone correctly and said, make it quick, I'm watching Switchback, she would have won $100,000.
I'll tell her.
Actually, I'm just kidding about that. Actually, she would have won a record album, Pretty in Pink. So, actually, go wake her up now and then say, you're too late.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, but tell her I called.
Okay.
Thanks very much. Bye-bye. Nah, no, one more of these? Yeah, we'll phone one more person here. This is kind of fun, actually. Actually, it is. One more phone. If this is your phone ringing, say, make it quick, I'm watching Switchback. And if your phone's not ringing, just sit there and keep watching. Once again, we will try to give away the soundtrack to the movie Pretty in Pink, featuring that tune, If You Leave, by OMD. Another long-distance call here. Let's see how this person answers. They're certainly not answering quickly. Well, that's the third ring. It's a nice song, though, isn't it? One more ring, and then it's too late. It's too late. Okay, Jonathan Thomason in Bethune. If you can hear me, you should have answered your phone. And if you can't hear me, well, somebody tell Jonathan that I called him. Sorry about that. We'll do some more Make It Quicks on upcoming episodes of Switchback. But right now, I want to introduce our first special guest of the morning, Bob Schneider. Hello, Bob. How are you doing?
Nice to see you, Bill.
Nice to see you.
It's very nice. Thank you. Nice to be here.
Now, Bob, first of all, I want to ask you if you've seen the new video, Walk Like an Egyptian by the Bangles. Here it is.
Whoa, wait a second. Oh, that's real good. You're missing something. Oh, that's nice. Let me turn it around. Oh, that's good. Yeah. All sides.
Yeah.
This is one of the most exciting videos I've ever seen. It's beautiful.
Great. It's great. And we're going to let everybody see it in its entirety on a future edition of Switchback. Now, to get serious here just for a minute, Bob Schneider's a very special guest because he's the star of the show Vid Kids. Now, I've seen Vid Kids myself this summer, and Vid Kids is going to be back starting January the 27th here on CBC. Right. And Bob, I think to start things off, tell us a little bit about Vid Kids and the life as a network star.
Well, Vid Kids is more or less a music video show for young people. And I do on the show every week 2 videos, like songs that I've written. There are kids in the track, lip-syncing to track, just like the rock videos are, except the kids are the stars with me in them. And we have guests every week who do a couple of videos, and there's a Computer Man character every week who does a little episode, and a dance club this year for the kids called the Vid Kids Club. This is different than last year where they're going to have Vid Kid VJs, you know. So it's really a show that's modeled on some areas of much music, except for kids and with kids starring in it. I think it's kind of exciting, and it's something the kids can relate to because they're used to seeing that kind of production, except now it's with the kids involved in the videos.
Okay, let's take
if I can say quickly like that, describe it.
You did very well.
Thank you.
Let's take a little bit of a clip now at a bit of a look at the video you brought along. Okay. You can tell us what's happening here.
Oh, there I am running along. Here's a couple of kids. They just see me there. Look at that. Here they come.
What's the name of this song?
This is Running Free.
Where was this shot?
This was shot in Hyde Park. Now watch this. There's a couple other kids going to join us, I think. I just happened to pass them. Unbelievable. I don't see them yet, but trust me.
They're coming.
I hope
it's the biggest carrot I have ever seen on your shirt.
Oh, there. He's climbing a tree. Oh, there's my good friend Aaron. There we go. I was wearing that carrot for...
Running down the roadside, running free, got the sun in the wind as my companion.
We're running to this meal here.
Take me high, take me low, wherever the highway flows. Take me up and down, over the mountain, running down the roadside, running free. We're just running down the roadside, running free, just running down the roadside.
We just made it. See, that was going into another video where we had a picnic lunch after our run. That's why I had my big carrot. I eat a lot of carrots. That's for some information.
Okay, there's a big carrot there beside you.
Yes, that's right. We shouldn't have, I might, make a mistake if I get hungry. And
it is Grey Cup Sunday, after all. Whoops. It is Grey Cup Sunday. If you have a question for Bob, the star of Vid Kids, give us a call right now, 359-1069 if you're in Regina. If you're calling long distance, 1-359-1076. I'd like to know a little bit about you, sort of personally. What's your background? Where do you come from, and how did you get into this area?
Okay, well, I'm originally from New York City, the Bronx, and came up to Canada originally around 14 years ago as recording some pop music at the time, and I started working with kids around 8 years ago, just as a sideline, really, as an artist in schools near Toronto. I write all my songs, and I write them with kids. I get together in classrooms and work with usually around 12 kids, and I'd strum my guitar, make the songs up together, and that's why I started working with kids. Then the music was, got a lot of good reaction from teachers and other people I knew, and I started doing concerts, and that's what I do now. And wherever I perform, I always have a chorus line of young people, just like yesterday when I did the shows here in Regina, and I had a chorus line of 12 of Regina's finest. And if you're out there, or you're out there, I think you're there, I loved working with you. I hope you're watching. They were great, and we had a good time.
That's the Rainbow Kids?
Rainbow Kids. I always have a group of Rainbow Kids with me in whatever city I work in.
Okay.
We got Rainbow Kids.
Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good.
Good. You got a question for Bob?
Yeah. Can you just walk into the studio and go on the show, or do you pick the kids?
A Vid Kids show.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually they have open auditions, and the thing about it is open to anyone in the city, in Toronto, around Toronto. So there are auditions, and out of those auditions, there are a number of kids who are picked who are involved actually in the videos, like in my videos or guest videos. There are specific, things that have to be done. However, there's also the Vid Kids Club, which is another part where I think they just sometimes invite just any, audiences in or kids in a sense. They like to say any kids, vid kids in a sense. I think that's the sense you get watching the show. Although for a lot of specific roles, kids are chosen with auditions, but it's open to anybody. In other words, if we did the auditions here, you could come on down and possibly be chosen for it, or possibly come down for the dance segment. Anyone can come too.
Whereabouts are you calling from?
Prince Albert.
Is that near Toronto?
No.
No. I'm just kidding. No, unfortunately, Prince Albert and most places in Saskatchewan don't have that kind of opportunity, but we're going to be looking at something like that in the future with involvement with Switchback. But that's the neat thing about Vid Kids. It's a young person show for young people, by young people, with young people. Yeah, they take control.
And I think so. I think the feeling, perhaps this young caller has that feeling by his question, the feeling the kids get is that could be me, and I think that's very much what it is. It's that feeling that these are my friends, I could do this, and I think that's what's one of the appeals of the show.
Okay.
Thanks for the call.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah, bye.
Bye-bye. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hello, my name is Josh Pendleton, and I was wondering, what's your favorite group?
My favorite group? Well, I have a few. My favorite singer really is Bruce Springsteen. I like Dire Straits a lot. I like John Cougar a lot. That's off the top of my head. I can come up with a fair bit more, probably. I like the Eurythmics a lot. So Springsteen's my favorite, though.
A lot of variety.
A lot of variety.
Okay, thanks for calling.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye. Good morning, welcome to Switchback.
Is Bill there?
Yeah, this is him.
This is Robert Kelly from Regina.
How are you doing, Robert?
Yeah. I'm asking a question. Well, how many years has Bob been doing this thing?
Okay, well, I said earlier I started working with kids about 8 years ago, although I've been a musician, a songwriter a lot longer. And my work with the kids has gone into recording albums and stuff, if that's your question. As far as the Vid Kids is concerned, last year was the first season, and this year is the second season of the videos. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Robert.
Thanks, Bill.
All right, have a good day.
All right.
Bye-bye. Just a reminder for everybody, Vid Kids returns to CBC January the 27th, 1987. That's not till next year. That's soon.
And if I could say, this year I think one thing about the show, the guests that are on the show are not necessarily the guests that one would always connect with kids. For instance, this year Elder Baj, they shot a couple of videos for us. Katie Lang will be on, and Katrina and the Waves. So there's a real variety, and I think they have these people doing all kinds of music and pop field, and work with them with the kids, and it's a really unique flavor.
Okay. Thanks for calling. Bye. Okay, Bob, thank you very much. Stick around. We'll be chatting with you a little bit later on. Right now, it's time for us to do our regular segment here on Switchback called In the Know. And that's what we intend on doing, is putting this particular viewer... we have a question here from Stacy Waller, who lives in Drinkwater, Saskatchewan. And Stacy, before I answer your question, I want to show you something. In the know. Just like that. Now, Stacy had a very good question. The question is dealing with the program Crime Stoppers. And here's the question. If calls are not traced or recorded and you don't have to give your name, how do you get the reward? Well, Stacy, I'm going to put you in the know. Here's the deal. If you know some information about a crime or you want to help the police solve a particular problem, you give Crime Stoppers a call. The police department will give you a code number. That becomes your number. Then, throughout the process of the investigation, you continue to call Crime Stoppers, and you don't have to give your name. You just give that secret number. Let's say I saw a robbery, or I thought I might have saw something suspicious. I could phone Crime Stoppers and say, hi, I saw a robbery. They might say, okay, you are number 108. Then every week or so, I could phone back, and I would just say, hello, this is 108 calling. I'm wondering if my... my suggestion has helped stop a crime. Is there a reward available? Things like that. And it takes a couple of weeks, sometimes even a couple of months for the investigation to be complete. But when it is complete, a committee will sit down and decide if your Crime Stopper tip was worth money, then you will get some money. So you just keep phoning back in and identify yourself with your number. If you're going to get a reward, then the police and you will arrange for a rendezvous and then you can get your reward that way. So it's kind of tricky, but it's a very great program. And if anybody out there ever did have information on a crime, please do it, and then you could put the police in the know. In the know. In the know. You can put the police in the know. All right, we've got that very much under control right now. I think we should take a 2-minute break. No? You want to do another one of these? Well, I just wasn't sure if we had time. Yes, we have time for one more then. This time we got a letter from Langham, Saskatchewan. The name is Veronica. And another interesting question. She says, Bill, what do you do with all of the letters after you read them and put them in the draw bin? Well, I save them. I know you won't believe this. I brought along some of the letters in the last 4 years of Switchback. I got a whole bag full of them here. You guys don't believe this. I save all your letters because I love to read your letters. As you can see, I have tons of letters that we've received over the last several years. Bob, you might want to have a handful of these letters. We have letters. We have letters like you wouldn't believe. I save them all. I read them. I have bags and bags full of letters from all the contests. Nice. And that was such a great question, Veronica, and we wanted to put you in the know. Almost had to get out of the way. So for your prize, we're going to send you all of the Juno letters, 300 votes, and then you'll know what I did with those letters. And of course, for our question on Crime Stoppers, we'll send out this Police album. Because you're obviously interested in crime, the Police Every Breath You Take 1986 edition will be your prize. Okay, they're going like this. We gotta hurry up. We'll be back with Howard Green and lots more Switchback in 2 minutes.
The Coca-Cola Company is most upset about this commercial, as am I. Why, a man in a Diet Coke t-shirt tried a Diet Pepsi. Now, I'm a Diet Coke drinker and as fair-minded as the next chap, but he looked as if he was enjoying the Diet Pepsi. A Diet Coke drinker enjoying the taste of a Diet Pepsi? Preposterous. I know a great cola when I taste it.
Wrong can.
Toro announces the dawn of a new era in snow throwers. The new Toro CCR 2000, with a curved rotor designed to handle big snow, even wet snow, built to bite deep into drifts and put snow wherever you want it. Built to throw snow like no other snow thrower, up to 30 feet. The new Toro CCR 2000. It's the dawn of a new era in snow throwers.
Available at Mercury Service Moose Jaw and Home and Auto Supply Swift Current.
This Christmas, make your home entertainment wishes come true at Granada, where you can buy, lease, or rent stereo remote control color TVs, multifunctional VCRs and portable video cameras, complete stereo systems, even microwave ovens. Make your Christmas wish last the whole year through. Come to Granada.
Let Granada show you how to have it all and have it now. Call Granada today.
When it's time to remodel a car like the Toyota Camry, you start from the ground up with a brand new look. You slim down the lines, fancy up the furniture, and add a responsive new 16-valve engine. Then if you get real ambitious, you create the wagon Camry never had before. The 1987 Toyota Camry. It's all so new, all so refined. And it's also a wagon.
Who could ask for anything more? Toyota.
Beaver Pack from Norman View West. And they certainly are a rowdy bunch. Obviously, football fans, the whole works of them. Time now to introduce my second very special guest, another network star joining us here. We're just swamped with these superstars coming to our show. The star and co-host of What's New, Howard Green. Howard, welcome to Switchback.
Thanks, Bill. Nice to see you.
They love you here, Howard.
I'm not such a big star. They didn't know who I was.
They know who you are. Now, I was kind of interested to know, they gave us this little promotional information. The show What's New, which comes on here Thursdays at 4:30, has been on for 15 years.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it's been around that long. You must have started when you were 2.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm the 4th male host of the show in the history of the show. The first was a guy who was about 55 or 60 years old, a CBC announcer. So it looked a lot like the CBC News. very formal and serious. And over the years, they've put younger hosts on the show to make it appeal more to kids.
Yeah, well, I'm certain that it works. I want to ask you a question about Jennifer. A lot of people, okay, personally, I would like to know about Jennifer. She's your co-host, or you're her co-host, whatever. You guys make a very good team. You work well together. Are you good friends?
Yeah, we get along quite well. We both started the show at the same time 4 years ago. And we've both, grown with the show a lot, and I think we've developed a lot better relationship on air, than we had first season, because we were both new at it.
Right.
But, yeah, we have a lot of fun.
You do a very good job. If you folks out there have a question for Mr. Howard Green, or maybe they have a question about Jennifer, Howard will answer on her behalf. Who knows? But if you want to find out what's new, this is the guy to call. 359-1069 if you're in Regina, 1-359-1076 if you're calling long distance. Howard, I have a bit of a question for you. One of the things I enjoy about What's New is it appears to be upbeat. A lot of news and a lot of information shows are kind of depressing because there's a lot of bad things happening. We do a thing here on Switchback called Good News, and I just enjoy the kind of good aspect of it. Is that something you try?
Well, we try and make it digestible, so people will watch it. I mean, we do serious stories too, but we try and do them in as clear and simple a way as possible so that people get something out of them. We try not to use big words and make them complicated and stuff like that. And we do lighter items too, as you probably know. We've got a really neat item coming up probably in a month or so on a band called Chalk Circle. You probably run a couple of their videos. We've done a short documentary on them, as a band, and so we do lighter things too. But it's got serious aspects to it as well. It's not just a sort of a fluffy story about a band, but about how these are guys, who've got a video out and they've got a couple albums out, but they're not rich guys by any means. Just because they're in a rock band, they're struggling artists. They're in a business and they're trying to make ends meet. So, we try and do things in such a way that they're entertaining, but they also give you some information too.
I thought it was interesting to know that you had never met Bob Schneider until this.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a small world.
CBC is a big place.
You meet lots of people, and I'd like you to meet the star of our show. This is the chicken. Howard, you hold the chicken. I'll take some calls here. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hello.
How are you doing this morning?
How many years has Howard been watching? I mean, how many years has Howard been
the host of What's New?
Yeah.
This is my 4th season now.
Oh.
And what else do you do, Howard? Is this your full-time job?
Yeah, it's a full-time job. It's a full-time job. Sometimes 7 days a week, sometimes very late at night, sometimes real early in the mornings.
Right.
But it's a seasonal thing. We're on the air from fall until late spring, basically the length of the school year. So generally I have the summer off, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I want the summer off. Work on that, Romy. Thanks for calling.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hello. My name's Judy Watt, and I'm from Craig, Saskatchewan. And I'd like to know, how old were you when you started?
How old was I when I started? I was 24.
24?
Yeah. When I started What's New, okay?
How old are you now?
27. I'll be 28 in January.
Oh, so you're 3 years old? You've been working 3 years now?
Yeah, I finished 3 seasons and starting my 4th now. In the middle of my 4th now.
Okay.
Okay?
Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Bye.
Are you married?
No.
Okay, I just want to get that out of the way right up.
Why, are you interested?
Not particularly, but the chicken is single, and I thought we could work something out here. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
What part of Switchback do you like the best? I mean, what's new?
What part of What's New do you like the best?
Interviewing people. Calling people up just like you're doing now and asking them questions. Learning about different things that different people do. I always find that really neat. That's the best part of the show for me.
Thanks for calling.
Thanks.
All right, bye-bye. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hi, Bill. This is Darren Stolzen calling from Regina.
How are you doing, Darren?
Pretty good.
Good. You got a question for Howard?
Yeah. This is your 4th year in Switchback. I mean, on What's New. There's been 3 people before you, or 4?
Yeah, there were 3 other male hosts and 3 other female hosts. Jenny and I came onto the show at the same time.
Well, how many people have been before Jennifer?
About the same. The first female host, her name was Sandy Lane, and then there was a a woman named, geez, I can't remember what her name was. There was Sarah Walsh, who was before Jenny, and then there was a woman named Marie-Claude Lavallee, and then there were a couple guys who were hosts before me, too. Wayne Thompson was the guy before me.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Okay.
Thank you. Obviously, a whole bunch of people
yeah,
have
it's a
been
busy spot.
But hopefully nobody will come after you because you're so good at it, you'll be there forever. Thanks very much, Howard. We'll be chatting with Howard and Bob a little bit later on. But right now it's time to go to a video. Thank you very much for your calls instantly. We're going to go to a video now. Nah, I won't do that to you. The video is by Toto, the San Fernando Valley Band. It's called I'll Be Over You. Hello, hello, hello. Next week, December the 7th. Boy, that's noisy. Will be our airband show, and displayed in all its splendor is the first prize, which will be awarded to the top airband on next week's show. We want to remind everyone, this first prize, a set of pearl drums, comes courtesy of... and the drum stool, courtesy of Music Box in Regina and Saskatoon. And the drum lessons, you'll have to take care of yourself. Let's take a look. Are we gonna see our? There we go. Okay, this was last year's airband, and this is the kind of excitement you can look forward to. Yes, there's going to be all kinds of excitement. We have 6 bands on this year's show, everything from country tunes to fabulous 50s tunes to, we got Rod Stewart, we got all kinds of stuff, mostly all groups. It's going to be a lot of fun. You guys will have a chance to pick out your top performers. Like this person who won last year. There was a group of 3 girls that did the Heart song, Never. Last year's winners got a guitar, courtesy of Music Box. This year's winning band will, as I say, receive this wonderful set of drums, these pearl drums, courtesy of Music Box in Regina and Saskatoon. All right, our airband show next week, something you don't want to miss. At this very moment, Howard Green is phoning the crew of the Starship Enterprise. Howard, as soon as you hear someone there, let us know.
He says, beam me up.
Star Trek IV, the movie, is coming to theaters near you, as they say.
Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home, at theaters everywhere. Get the official Star Trek IV movie magazine from Starlog Press at all newsstands. Call tomorrow for further communication with other members of the crew.
How about that? Sounds to me like they're just selling tickets.
Communications Officer Uhura. Opening hailing frequencies for Dr. McCoy. Time warp. Time warp. Are they crazy?
Sir, we've done it before. If you'll remember our encounter with Captain Christopher, and later with Gary Seven.
That was before Scottish uniform had to be let out. Kirk needed
okay, we'll let Howard continue to chat. I know Bob's willing to jump in, though. Talk to Bones as well there, but we've got to get on to Get Smart. Thanks again to Music Box for donating the prize, which we will get given to the top band on next week's show. Right now, it's time to... Oh, you want to chat for a little while? We'll chat for a little while. Get Smart's coming up. Hang up on them. You'll turn yourself into a Klingon. Yeah, you better hang up, Howard. Okay, time to get to Get Smart. It's called Dear Diary. Here it is.
The Coca-Cola Company is most upset about this commercial, as am I. Notwithstanding the fact that more people than ever are enjoying the taste of Diet Pepsi, the depiction of a scene where Diet Pepsi drummers are marching past a Diet Coke rowboat is a flagrant misuse of maritime artifacts to push home a point. I want that rowboat out. Now. Thank you.
ID, module, belt, phaser, and helmet.
Introducing the ultimate laser game on planet Earth, Photon. The laser battle is on. Finally, you'll know if he's hit electronically. The one, the only Photon. Disrupted. Battle set shown here, and Warrior set each sold separately. Batteries not included. Photon. It's a grand toy.
And we're waiting for you with 5 big nights of big-time rodeo. Buck and Bronx, Brahma Bulls, top-name cowboys, wild horse racing. And for the first time ever at Agribition, the Grit and Glory Invitational Bullfighting Championship. Rodeo at Agribition. Monday to Friday, every evening at 7:30. Tickets at Claypools, Broncos, and the Agridome.
Coming, Regina, the inaugural Budweiser Challenge Arena Cross inside the Agridome. The top Canadian and American motocross stars, headed up by Canada's #1 rider, Ross Rollerball Peterson, against 1986 American East Coast Supercross champion Keith Turpin, plus all the rest. Battling on a man-made dirt battleground of high-speed straightaways and frame-breaking whoop-de-doos and humongous jumps, flying 60 feet off the player's Widowmaker. Plus the Z99 Radical Jump Contest. Tickets now for the Budweiser Challenge Arena Cross at the Agridome box office and at the door. 8 p.m. Saturday night, December 6th, one night only, exclusively from Z99, the heart of rock and roll.
Welcome back, Saskatchewan, to Switchback edition number 95. 25 more sleeps until Christmas. And we'll have some Christmas gift suggestions about 6 minutes from now. But before we do that, I have 2 more guests joining us here at Switchback. We'll start over here. Maybe I can get you guys to take off your helmets. First of all, this is Victor Stewart. Young Victor, we call him. Victor, how old are you?
12 years old.
12 years old. Okay, you can get your helmet off, and I'll chat to Darwin here, who already has his hat off. I'll pretend I don't know your name. What's your name?
Darwin Johns.
Hi, Darwin. Darwin's already been on Switchback before, demonstrating motocross and having a lot of fun. Now, there's a major event coming to our town next Saturday night. Yeah. Maybe you can tell us about it.
It's called Arena Cross. It's motorcycle racing inside a building. So you sit up in the stands, and you keep dry and no dust, and you watch lots of exciting thrills and spills and jumps and all kinds of incredible stuff like that.
And whoop-de-whoops. Apparently, I'm supposed to say whoop-de-doops. They do stuff like that. You're not going to believe it. Ross Rollerball Peterson from Medicine Hat, Alberta, the top Canadian driver, will be trying to upseed Atlanta's Keith Turbo Turpin. Be there. Hot and heavy action. It's going to be thrilling. There are 3 categories: 80cc's, the 250 experts, and of course the quads. One of the top competitors in the 80cc category will be this young man, Victor Stewart. Be there. Hi, Victor. I've always wanted to do that. Okay. Tell us about the 80cc category. You ride these little bikes?
Yeah, it's a smaller bike than that, and they go very fast. The class isn't much different than the large bikes, but...
Is it going to be a lot of fun?
Yeah, lots of fun.
Are you going to wipe out?
No.
No. Well, why would I want to? Well, somebody else will wipe out, but you're going to win.
Yeah.
I suppose that's the deal.
So.
Now, Darwin, you're going to be in the 250 expert class. That's a size of bike and skill level as well?
Yeah. It's people that have been racing for quite a number of years, and they've acquired quite a lot of skills on motorcycles, and they're classified as experts.
Okay. We're going to show you some of these so-called experts right now, and when you see them tumbling head over heels, you might wonder why they're called experts.
A pair of Hondas going in the front. It is number 9, O'Mara, and right next to him, number 7.
If you're on a highway and road runner goes beep beep, just step aside or you might end up in a heap. Road runner runs on the road all day. Even the coyote can't make him change his ways. Road runner, the coyote's after you. Road runner, if he catches you, you're through. Road runner.
It looks to me to be a little bit dangerous. No doubt that's why you have all the protective equipment. Yeah. Looks sort of Star Wars in your
motocross wars.
Now, I know, Darwin, that you participate in the warm weather months, both of them, here in Saskatchewan. So with the Arena Cross coming to town, have you been riding much lately?
Not really that much. Just waiting to go and ride in a nice warm indoors.
Okay, so it's going to be at the Agridome Saturday, 6 nights from now. And as a special treat, we have 2 pairs of tickets to give away. If you would like 2 tickets to go see Arena Cross next Saturday in Regina, make sure you're able to get there. 359-1069 in Regina, 1-359-1076 if you're calling long distance. The 3rd and 6th callers to get through on our lines will win those tickets. We'll tell everybody who those winners are. I want to thank you guys very much for coming in.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay, we're going to go to our final video of the morning. This is Heart from their biggest selling album of all time. It's called What About Love? What about love? What about Christmas? Just 25 more sleeps till old Santa comes hopping down that chimney. So we thought we would give you people some of those last-minute gift suggestions and also an idea of what's hot and what's not. And believe me, what's hot this year at Christmas is hard to find because they're almost sold out of some of the hottest items. Now, we want to thank two organizations right off the bat. Eaton's, who supplied us with many of these gift ideas, and also Supreme Office Supply. First of all, from the Eaton store, we have some of their more popular items. First off, the Wrinkles dog. As you can see, it's a working little unit like this. It's a cute little unit, and everybody is buying and wanting Wrinkles dogs, so if you haven't got one yet, you better get them pretty quick. And as you can see, their mouths work. Look at that. Ha ha ha. Goes up and down. Another thing with a working mouth that is extremely popular this year is the Big Bird with the cassette recorder. We'll just push that tape in there. We'll just push that tape in there.
On my mailbox were a brand new pail and shovel. The pail was bright blue, and it had a big red bow around it. The shovel was...
Okay, that's enough, that's enough. I can see a new host coming here right off the bat. The Big Bird model is very delightful. As you can see, the beak moves, comes, of course, with all the Sesame Street accessories, another very popular item. Now, one of the things that you've probably seen a lot on television, you maybe have not seen it up close, we have an example of it right here. This is called laser tag. It's kind of a space-age video game where you can participate. Comes with a gun like this, a normal pistol version here. I'll make sure that it's turned on. It's turned on there. I believe it's turned on there. What happens is you fire this gun. It's not turned on, as you can see, and it shoots a beam of light out the end. Now, the other people that you are playing tag with, laser tag, wear this device, and we'll turn that on. It sounds like that when it's turned on. Now, what happens is one person wears this, the other person has the gun, and if you aim accurately, it beeps. And that beep means you've been shot. And of course, if you aim inaccurately, it doesn't beep. That's the difference between being shot and not being shot. It's also the sound that you hear when the French fries are done. Anyway, it's called laser tag. It's a dandy game. Those are selling very, very quickly. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, you want to get one quick. This is the Venom oil tanker mobile headquarters with two action figures. It is called Outlaw. It is this major truck unit right in front. Oh yeah, some of our number 84 beavers from Normanview West are very impressed with this. I think this is one of those things you open it up. Oh yeah. That's what I like in the back of my truck, something that will destroy the entire planet. Some kind of missile launching device, or it might be a new gadget the fire department has. I'm not sure, but it looks pretty neat. It's called Outlaw, and the action figures, I think, in this case, are not sold separately. That's right. There's a whole bag full of action figures. Look at that action. It's a great unit here, and Outlaws are going very quickly from Eaton's. You'll want to grab those. Now, my favorite, I guess, is the World Federation Wrestling Ring. We have a ring right here, as well as two performers. In this corner, we have King Kong Bundy. There you go. Let's hear it for King Kong Bundy. Great wrestler, great wrestler. Over in this corner here, we have Corporal Kirchner. There's Corporal Kirchner. And look at them go. Oh, they wrestle up a storm. They're amazing wrestlers. That World Federation, they go off into the rings. You got to bounce them around here a couple times. Into the turnbuckle. Yay, King Kong wins, I think. Yeah, the Corporal wins. Sorry, I don't know the good guys from the bad guys here. Anyway, World Federation Wrestling, a lot of fun. Go to your corners there, guys. Goofballs. Now, these are sort of for the younger crowd, maybe for some of the older types that are watching, well, like my mom and dad. Here's some gift suggestions for people like that. Here's a lovely little unit. You set this on the arm of your chair. Maybe Dad would like this. These things come from Supreme Office Supply, and you set it on the arm of your chair, and you can maybe put the remote control in here, or headache tablets, the kinds of things that parents seem to use all the time, okay? That's a nice little unit. This is great. When you're doing the dishes, you'll want to wear some rubber gloves. These ones, though, rubber gloves with a difference. They come with fingernails. Aren't those delightful? Look at those little units, yes. Oh, yes, fingernails. I like this glove. Even comes with a ring. So wash your hands in full elegance, and you'll be delighted. Also, for the person who has everything, we have this, looks like a brass-plated basketball hoop. And we'll hook the net up for you later on. But, you know, you set this on your thing there by the whatchamacallit, and if you have a other thing, you throw it in, and it's 2 points. Pretty neat. Evidently, hands are a big concern this year. When you're reading the newspaper and you don't want to get newsprint on your hands, we have these newsprint gloves. And they even have little touch pads you can see here on the side, which help you turn pages and count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a crying towel here for the golfer that's out there, and all kinds of a big list of the excuses as to why you cannot golf, like the wind, a bad bounce, etc., etc. Crying towels very popular. Of course, my favorite for the horizontal golf club, the guys that just hang around in the golf club, of course, these thongs. These golf shoe thongs, as you can see, delightful things to lounge around in the summertime and have some fun with. So we'll show you some more Christmas gift ideas on next week's show, but remember, these things are hot, so you got to get to the stores right away and buy them. And things that are not so hot, incidentally, are Rambo items. And that doesn't break me up at all. I could care less about those Rambo items. Okay, we're going to take a 2-minute break, and then we'll be back to say goodbye. Thanks again to Supreme Office and Eaton's.
Winter only comes around once a year, so make sure you take full advantage of it on a performance snowmobile built tough by Skidoo. From the unbeatable Formula Series to the exciting new Stratos, we've got the sled that'll make your winter. See us fast. Contact your dealer at Mercury Service Moose Jaw, Valley View Sports, Regina Beach.
When you buy a pet from a pet store, you want to be sure that it's healthy and vigorous, like Aura here, and that you can go back to that store for expert advice, supplies, and service. Alan DeCarroll Food and Pet Marts are that kind of store. Over 25 years in the pet industry. Friendly, helpful, professional. Come shop. We'll be happy to help you. Right?
It's Army and Navy's 67th anniversary sale, and we're celebrating by offering tremendous sale prices. A special purchase of boys' Icelandic parkas sizes 4 to 6X and 7 to 14, only $7.95. Girls' sweatshirts of 100% acrylic sizes medium and large, only $5.95. All luggage is an additional 1/3 off our regular low prices. Joggers, boys' sizes 1 to 6, men's sizes 7 to 11, just $5. It's the 67th anniversary sale, November 26th to December 6th at Army and Navy in Regina and Moose Jaw.
Bunsmaster. Bunsmaster. Baked fresh every day, open 7 days a week. Variety, self-service, low prices, make meals special. Bunsmaster, 623 Park Street, 3936 Gordon Road, 176 University Park Drive, and now also in the Sherwood Village Mall. Check it out, but beware, a visit to Bunsmaster Bakery tends to become habit-forming.
Welcome back. We've only got about 40 seconds to quickly tell you our contest question for this week. Name any company that manufactures drums. Any company that manufactures drums. Write that down and send them to us. You know our Switchback address. It's Switchback here, CBC Television, 2440 Broad Street in Regina, and the postal code, everybody, S4P4A1. Hug a postal employee today. Special guests to our thanks, Howard Green and Bob Schneider, Victor Stewart and Darwin Jans. We're going to see you all next week. It's our Air Band special, so don't miss it. Bye-bye.